Birds of a feather stick together, I muttered, and this bird is flying solo. Goodbye, ladies. Don't call, don't text, and don't come by my place. We're done here. My name's Liam, and I've been carrying this story for months now. It's about me and Amelia, the girl I thought I'd spend my life with. We've known each other since we were kids, but life doesn't always go as planned. Amelia cheated on me. Yeah, I know. Another cheating story. But stick with me, because this one's got more twists than a pretzel factory. The day I found out is burned into my memory. The sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink as I walked home from work, my shoes scraping against the cracked sidewalk. My phone buzzed. It was Jake, my best friend. Dude, we need to talk. It's about Amelia. My stomach dropped faster than a free fall ride. An hour later, I was sitting in Jake's living room, staring at his phone. There she was, my Amelia, wrapped around some guy at a bar. The timestamp read last Friday, the night she'd told me she was having a girls' night. The room spun, and I felt like I was going to be sick. That was 6 months ago. Since then, I've been trying to move on, but it's like our families are intertwined in this impossible web, and I can't escape. Just when I think I'm free, they pull me back in. It's exhausting. Take last night, for example. We had a big family dinner, and my mom insisted on inviting Amelia and her mother. Can you believe that? There I was, trying to enjoy my lasagna while Amelia sat across from me, poking at her salad. The tension in the air was so thick you could slice it. I focused on my plate, studying the layers of pasta and cheese, avoiding her gaze, but I could feel her eyes on me. Every now and then I'd glance up and catch her staring before she'd quickly look away, a faint blush creeping up her neck. Part of me wanted to scream, to demand answers, to ask how she could destroy years of trust and love. But another part, the part I'm not proud of, still cared about her feelings. So I stayed silent, shoveling food into my mouth like it was my job. After dinner, when the plates were cleared and Amelia had left, my mom and my sister Hazel cornered me in the kitchen. The aroma of brewing coffee filled the room as they began their intervention. Liam, Mom said softly, though her tone was firm, don't you think it's time to give Amelia another chance? You're not seeing anyone else, are you? I gripped my mug tighter, the warmth seeping into my hands. Mom, we've been over this. Amelia and I are done. Hazel rolled her eyes. Come on, bro. People make mistakes. You can't hold on to this forever. I took a sip of coffee, the bitterness matching my mood. I appreciate your concern, but this isn't up for debate. Amelia made her decision, and I've made mine. They kept pushing, their words blurring into a hum of disappointment and expectations. I nodded along, muttering vague responses, but inside, I was seething. Why couldn't they understand my side? Why was I the villain for refusing to be with someone who betrayed me? Later that night, lying in bed, I stared at the ceiling fan lazily spinning above me. Their words echoed in my mind. Part of me wanted to scream, to force them to understand, but another part, a quiet voice at the back of my mind, whispered, "What if they're right?" I shoved that thought aside, rolling over and burying my face in the pillow. The cool cotton felt soothing against the heat of my frustration. No, I told myself, I know what I want, and it's not Amelia, not anymore. But as I drifted into restless sleep, I couldn't shake the feeling that this wasn't over, not by a long shot. Hey, Hazel here, Liam's sister. Can I just say that my brother is being such a drama king about this whole Amelia thing? I mean, seriously, everyone cheats these days. I do it too, and it's not a big deal. The other day, I found Liam moping around the house again. He was sprawled on the couch, flipping through TV channels without watching anything. His hair was a mess, and he hadn't shaved in days. I flopped down next to him, grabbing a handful of chips from the bowl on the coffee table. Seriously, bro, I said, crunching loudly. You need to lighten up. So, Amelia hooked up with someone else. Big whoop. Liam shot me a glare so sharp it could cut steel. It's not just hooking up, Hazel. She cheated on me. There's a difference. I rolled my eyes so hard I thought they might fall out of my head. Oh, please. You're not the first guy to get cheated on. Everyone hooks up with different people. It's normal. He sat up, his face turning red and blotchy, the way it always does when he's mad. Just because you sleep around doesn't mean everyone does, and it doesn't make it okay. I couldn't help but laugh, spraying chip crumbs onto my lap. I sleep around and it's fine. Why are you acting like this is such a huge betrayal? Come on. You've cheated on her too, right? No, I haven't, he snapped, his voice tight. All right, I snorted. Nobody's faithful anymore. It's all about fun. Liam stood abruptly, nearly knocking over the chip bowl. You don't get it, Hazel. This isn't about fun or hookups. It's about trust and respect. I waved my hand dismissively. Trust, respect, blah, blah, blah. You sound like an old man. Just get back with Amelia. It's no big deal. Be more open minded. He stormed out, muttering under his breath. Stop being so uptight, I called after him. It's 2024 for crying out loud. As I heard his bedroom door slam, I shook my head. My brother seriously needs to get with the times. Who cares about fidelity these days? It's all about living in the moment, having fun, and if Amelia wants to enjoy herself on the side, that's just how things are now. I opened my phone and started swiping through my dating apps. 3 new matches. Pretty decent. I swiped right on a cute guy with a man bun, and before long, we were chatting. Within minutes, we'd set up a date for tonight. Easy, no hassle, no complications. While I got ready, slipping on a sparkly top and my go to ripped jeans, I couldn't help but think about Liam and Amelia. They have been so perfect together, always laughing, finishing each other's sentences. It seemed like such a waste to throw all of that away over one mistake. As I applied a bright red coat of lipstick, pouting at my reflection in the mirror, I started considering whether I should talk to Amelia. Maybe I could help her and Liam patch things up. Sure, she messed up, but who hasn't? And Liam's no saint either. Remember when he forgot her birthday? Or bailed on her cousin's wedding because of that work emergency that turned out to be a gaming tournament? By the time I headed out the door, I'd made up my mind. Tomorrow, I'd talk to Amelia, see if we could come up with a way to nudge Liam toward reconciliation. They just needed a little push, and if anyone could make it happen, it was me. After all, I'm an expert at bringing people together, even if it's just for one night. As I hopped into my car, the engine roared to life. Tonight was all about fun, no strings attached. But tomorrow, I'd play Cupid. Liam might be mad at me now, but eventually he'd thank me. What are sisters for if not meddling in their brother's love life? Well, Liam, again, Mom's call came out of nowhere. Liam, we need to talk. It's about Amelia. Great. Just what I needed on Tuesday morning. I drove over, my hands gripping the steering wheel so tightly my knuckles turned white. The whole ride, I kept wondering what fresh disaster awaited me. When I arrived, Mom was waiting in the kitchen, a steaming cup of coffee in her hands. She looked uneasy, which was never a good sign. All right, Mom, I said, dropping into a chair. What's going on? She took a deep breath. Hmm. Liam, honey, Amelia's pregnant. I blinked once, then twice. Okay, I said slowly. And why are you telling me this? And why is this and I can't read. Mom's eyes darted away nervously. She's not sure who the father is. I let out a sharp laugh. Well, it's definitely not me. We haven't been together in months. I know, Mom said quickly. But Liam, I think you should consider marrying her. For a second, I was sure I'd misheard her. I'm sorry, what? To help her out, Mom continued, speaking faster now. You two have so much history, and with a baby on the way. Stop! I cut her off, my voice rising. Just stop. Are you seriously asking me to marry my cheating ex girlfriend and raise someone else's kid? Mom's face crumpled. Liam, please, think about it. Family is more important than past mistakes. I stood so abruptly that my chair nearly fell over. Past mistakes? Mom, she cheated on me multiple times. And now you want me to just forget all that? People grow, Liam, she said, her tone pleading. Mistakes happen. This could be a chance for both of you to start fresh. I paced the kitchen, running my hands through my hair, trying to process what I was hearing. This was insane, completely insane. I can't believe you're taking her side, I muttered. I'm not taking sides, Mom insisted, standing up and reaching for me. I just want what's best for everyone. Ugh, what's best for everyone, I echoed, anger bubbling in my chest. What about what's best for me? Are you even my mom, or are you her mom now? Mom sighed, her shoulders slumping. I know you're hurt, Liam, but think about the bigger picture. This baby will be family no matter who the father is. I leaned against the counter, suddenly feeling drained. Mom, I can't just pretend none of this happened. I can't act like everything's fine. Will you at least meet with her? Mom asked gently. Just talk to her, that's all I'm asking. I wanted to say no. I wanted to walk out and never think about Amelia again. Fine, I growled. I'll meet with her. But that's it. No promises. Mom's relief was obvious. Thank you. Liam, that's all I'm asking. As I left, her parting words echoed in my head. Family first, Liam. Always family first. Yeah, I thought bitterly. Family first, even when family is the last thing you want to deal with. This is Alice, Liam's mom. Watching my son storm out of the house made my heart ache. He doesn't understand. He can't see the bigger picture the way I do. I've known Amelia since she was a little girl, with pigtails and scraped knees. She grew up alongside Liam, and in my heart, she's already family. Sinking into my favorite armchair, the one John and I bought when we first got married, I picked up the framed photo on the side table. Liam and Amelia at their high school graduation, arms around each other, their smiles full of hope and promise. Where did it all go wrong? Yes, Amelia made a big mistake, but don't we all? Well, I think back to the rough patches John and I had. Arguments, slammed doors, nights spent apart. But we always found our way back to each other. That's what love is, isn't it? Forgiveness, second chances. And now, with a baby on the way, it feels like fate, a sign that they're meant to be together, to create a family of their own. Liam doesn't see it yet, but I know this could be the making of him. He'd be an incredible father, patient and kind, just like John was. And Amelia, despite her flaws, has a good heart. Together they could heal and build something beautiful from the ashes of their past. I reached for my phone and scrolled through my contacts until I found Hazel's number. She picked up on the second ring. Mom, what's up? I took a deep breath. Hazel, honey, I need your help. It's about Liam and Amelia. And so, as I explained the situation, I could practically hear her rolling her eyes. What about them? He's being stubborn like his dad, I said. He's letting his pride ruin his future. Hazel sighed. And what do you want me to do about it? A plan started forming in my mind. We need to get them in the same room, make them talk. If they could just see each other, if we really see each other. There was a long pause before Hazel finally replied, Fine, Mom, I'll help. If you really think it might work, we can give it a shot, I said before hanging up. As I put down the phone, a flicker of hope crossed my mind. Liam might be furious now, but eventually he'd appreciate this. I was sure of it. That's what mothers do, right? We guide our children even when they can't see the way forward themselves. Little did I know, my well meaning interference was about to blow up in spectacular fashion. Liam here again. I got a Starbucks 15 minutes early, my stomach twisting with nerves. The place was its usual scene of laptop warriors and caffeine junkies buzzing around. I ordered a black coffee and picked a table tucked away in the back, far from the windows. No need to let the world have a front row view of this mess. Amelia arrived exactly on time. Her eyes scanned the room until they found me. She looked different, worn out maybe, or just ashamed. After ordering her drink, she walked over and slid into the seat across from me. Hi, Liam, she said softly. Thanks for coming. I gave her a nod, not trusting my voice yet. For a moment, we sat in uncomfortable silence. The chatter and laughter around us, a jarring contrast to the tension hanging at our table. Finally, Amelia let out a long breath. I'm so sorry for everything. Uh, I know I hurt you, and I save it, I cut her off. I didn't come here for apologies. Mom said you wanted to talk, so go ahead. Her eyes filled with tears. Perfect. Just what I needed. I made a mistake, Liam, she said, her voice trembling. I was angry and hurt during our fights, and I wanted to hurt you back, but I never stopped loving you. I let out a bitter laugh. You've got a hell of a way of showing it. She reached across the table for my hand, but I pulled back. Liam, please. I'm pregnant and I'm scared. I don't know who the father is, but I do know one thing. You'd make an amazing dad. We can make this work. I know we can. I was about to respond when I caught movement out of the corner of my eye. My jaw tightened as I saw Mom, Hazel, and Amelia's mother heading toward us. An ambush. Are they seriously teaming up against me? What the hell is this? I demanded as they approached. Mom had the nerve to look sheepish. We thought it might help if we were all here to talk things out. Hazel jumped in, smirking. Yeah, bro, quit being so uptight. If you were a real man, you'd step up. I stood so abruptly, my chair nearly tipped over. Oh, cut the crap, Hazel. This isn't a joke. Amelia's mother chimed in, her voice syrupy sweet. Liam, darling, think of the baby. Think of your history with Amelia. You two belong together. I looked at each of their faces. Mom's hopeful gaze, Hazel's self satisfied smirk, Amelia's teary eyed plea, and her mother's manipulative smile. Suddenly, everything clicked. Look at all of you, I said, my voice calm despite the storm brewing inside me. Birds of a feather, flock together. They all exchanged confused looks. What do you mean? Amelia asked hesitantly. I gestured around the table. Take a good look at yourselves. Mom, you're trying to guilt me into marrying someone who cheated on me. Hazel, you think infidelity is no big deal. Amelia, you betrayed me and now you're using your pregnancy to manipulate me. And Mrs. Johnson, you're enabling this circus. I shook my head, disgusted. You're all so obsessed with doing what you think is right for the family that you don't care what's right for me. Well, guess what? I'm done. I'm done with the guilt trips, the manipulation, and the total lack of respect for my feelings and my choices. Amelia opened her mouth to respond, but I raised a hand to stop her. No, I'm not finished. Amelia, I'm sorry you're in this situation, but it's not my problem to fix. Find the baby's real father, or don't. That's your decision. But leave me out of it. I turned to Mom and Hazel. And you two, if you ever pull something like this again, if you keep pushing me about Amelia, we're done. No contact. I mean it. The stunned looks on their faces might have been funny if I weren't so angry. I grabbed my jacket and stood up. Liam, please. Mom started, but I cut her off. Goodbye, ladies. don't don't call me, don't text me, and don't show up at my place. We're done here. Um, with that, I walked out of Starbucks, leaving them all sitting there, stunned. As I stepped into the sunlight, a weight lifted off my shoulders. For the first time in months, I felt free. It was time to start fresh, on my terms. And for once, I was actually looking forward to it.